everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Banshee and me, Oberon. And this is my show, Goth Tarot, the weekly, quick, collective look into the shadow issues, philosophies, feelings, emotions that come into our lives. Maybe they bring depression, but maybe they also bring answers and insights. So to do that, we work with several decks and we pull cards that are themed from those decks that are more goth shadow, kind of inspirational in that sense. So we're going to start off right now with our first card, which is pulled from the Murder of Crows, beautiful deck that came out last year. I have an actual numbered limited edition. Very proud of it. Thank you, wife. So, we are pulling our first card as the Dark Design, the focus, the plan that seems to be around you, what's going on, what is your environment like this week? And working those old arthritic fingers around them is not always easy. I'll let everybody tell you it is. I think they make them longer on purpose, some of these cards. What is the Dark Design? The Dark Design is death reversed. So there is heavy, heavy stagnation and inertia all around you right now. Mucking up your plans, mucking up whatever the design should be. That's what we're seeing here with that. Now, a lot of times, this is one of those cards that tends to take on a larger than your personal life perspective. It sometimes refers to things that are maybe truly collective, you know, and it could be talking about the bad scene that's going on in politics, to be totally honest here. Politics as well as the international tensions that are going on right now. So I like to throw two more cards from the Murder of Crows tarot that are given as extra cards. They come in the form of two-sided cards, and they're meant to be used as modifiers. And one is sided the Crow of Dusk, and its other side is the Crow of Dawn. And so this pertains to whether the matter is an ending or a beginning, depending on which card it is. So I'm going to do that now. And basically, I just kind of shuffle it around and see where it goes. And we had the Crow of Dawn. And the Crow of Dawn means that this is very likely a beginning matter, that this inertia, stagnation, inability to move around negativity around you and forces that don't want change, it's just beginning. So I'm going to throw that one there. Let's put it there. My viewing area is a little bit off here. There we go, a little bit. Okay, so the next card that modifies is coming to us in terms of either being the Crow Mother or the Crow Father. And the difference being that one of these would say it modifies that original card to tell us that this is something that's either psychologically, internally felt, mentally felt, or that's more of a physical thing. It could be external, but it could also be felt physically as opposed to psychologically. So once again, just going to throw the cards up and the Crow Father. So this is something that has very physical effects in our lives. We could say that this kind of stagnation leads to physical depressions or physical limitations, physical inabilities to make movement or to make things happen as needed appropriately. So watch out for this. It's really kind of big there, I guess you would say. Not really liking that a whole lot. We're going to move on now, and the next card is from that, what haunts you? What is the thing about that that will haunt you, that will remain with you, giving you reason to feel it's just haunting you? Maybe it's scary, or maybe it's just unpleasant around you. For that, I'm going to use my Goth Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. And it's very evocative of ghosts and spirits and haunting kind of qualities. So I thought it would make a good deck for this pull. What are the dark shadows that haunt you? The Five of Wands reversed. What haunts you, I think, is that you recognize there are so many bad players here, so many uncooperative, overly competitive, overly aggressive people that remain around you in these situations that are probably causing some of that stagnation, probably causing the way it feels physical on you, the physical effects. It could be that maybe you are working hard or mentally or physically to keep up with this kind of pace that's going on here. And so to some degree, when you consider the stagnation from the very first card, the dark design, and then this, you almost feel like there's some sort of sense of a slavery, an indoctrination towards being held by somebody else's will or for somebody else's purposes. So I don't like that either. Just going to have to say that. So watch out for that, the dark shadow. So then from there, we're moving to our next deck, which is the Night Sun Tarot. And the Night Sun Tarot I used in the previous version of Goth Tarot. So its cards are going to mean the same thing, basically. The first card means the dark truth, the reality that you feel you now inhabit based on all this. So we're going to do that one first. And like I said, that's from the Night Sun, also a Lo Scarabeo deck. So in all of this, what is that reality that you understand, having seen the stagnation and how it affects you, having seen the idea that you can't get rid of these other bad players that are around in the situation, they're haunting it. What is your reality? What do you need to understand? What can you get an insight from? And we have the dark truth is justice reversed. And this goes so well with these other things here because it's just telling us that the dark truth is that there is a very pronounced lack of fairness going on with these situations. I'm going to throw that one there. That principles of equality and fairness are being cast aside, or you're recognizing it. You're recognizing that this stagnancy, political upheaval, maybe it's affecting institutional qualities. That's really a big thing with death reversed, I think. the institutional effect of it. And then that Five of Wands reversed, the idea that there's just a lot of bad characters out there who are completely uncooperative, like a mob. And you realize that this is a long haul situation here, and that the wheels of justice are going to take a bit to reset themselves. So then how can you affect anything here? What is it that either brings you sorrows that you must accept, or shows you how you may have to alleviate these conditions by sacrifice? What is the dark sacrifice? Also from the Night Sun Tarot. Oi! The dark sacrifice is another five, the reversed Five of Swords. And I hate to tell you this, folks, but I often think of the Five of Swords as a no one wins card, whether it's upright or upside down, reversed. And I feel a very ominous feeling here with this card. The dark sacrifice says there's precious little we can sacrifice that's going to make a difference in this immediate situation. Now, all along, I'm pretending the situation to maybe be larger than your life, because maybe something big on the horizon is about to happen, a true game changer for everyone. But this could be very personal to you. This could be your life that's in this horrid situation. It has all these bad actors and people willing to stab you in the back, or just really make sure nobody wins. Please be careful, my dark friends. And as if that isn't bad enough, then I guess it's time for us to really look and see that despite what we see here already, there's something else that sucks. And so from the Vampire Tarot, we look at the dark spiral. What is draining you? What is emotionally or physically taking your energy away? What sucks for you right now? I think the Vampire Tarot is an awfully good choice for that. Plus, it projects maybe a small moment of levity in these proceedings. The dark spiral. Eight of Swords upright. Eight of Swords upright. What is draining you perhaps is the feeling really you could walk away from this. You could actually, I'm trying to get the best reflection here. There we go. I'm just going to have to leave that one there. You could walk away from this. You could look at this stasis you're in and realize that some of this is your own will, or that you could actually get away from it. You could move away from the bad actors, just not be involved with them. You could try to work harder to get out of the stagnation. It's really about what you can see and do for yourself. What drains you perhaps is the idea that you're avoiding, or you can't really realize that you can move yourself away from the situation. You don't have to let it suck at you. So finally, how can you do that perhaps? What is the best way you can realize to get out of this, to get out of these hauntings and suckages, these realities you don't want? So for that, we go back to volume 1 of Goth Tarot, and I use the Crow's Magic Tarot. We started with the Murder of Crows now, and we end with the Magic of the Crows. What is the dark gift? What is your dark gift? How can it help you? the dark gift. It's the Empress reversed. And why does this always come up? Maybe not always, but it comes up a bit. I think the Empress reverse is saying, you're helping too many other people at the expense of yourself. You're caring about other situations. Maybe they're not yours to care about, or maybe they're just yours to really say, do I really need to be doing that? Do I need to be doing those things? Shouldn't I be working on myself? Am I trying too hard to impress others with how much I care for them? Am I trying too hard to impress others that I'm on their side when they may not really care or see that anyway? The Empress reverse is saying your gift is this ability to realize you have to take care of yourself. That's what I'm telling you, everybody. So have a great week. It's only a week. It's got to get better, right? Thanks for watching.